wake up in the morning with the song that I'm working in my head, as it would be calling me to go to the studio. And on my way to the studio, it keeps shaping in my head as if the song will be telling me what it wants me to do specifically on that day. I have no religion. I do believe that every moment is sacred. It must be lived fully, and that takes training. I believe we belong to a place that we call imagination. That's where we come from, and that's where we will go after this life. We're actually always in that state of imagination where feelings are real, and this thing that we call reality is just perception. Improvisation is definitely the most important part of the process. It's where songs come to you like memories of dreams that you never had. Your mind must remain open, but at the same time very sharp, so you can register, analyze, and process all the information that at first seem to be random and have no meaning, but if you let yourself go enough, you start seeing emotional patterns that they weren't there before, just like magic. As the songs start taking shape on their own, I collected this in my computer, made some quick drafts with some guitars, many times piano or simple drums, and I especially pay attention to try to make the most of the melodies with the voice, and I simply let them cooking slowly in the memory of my computer. And then you come back one day and you just check. And when you listen, you instantly know which are the songs that you want to record. Once I pick the song in my head, I start thinking about how to do it, and most of the time I have to rent another studio because there you can rent also the instruments and you have more technical possibilities to find out which is the right sound that the song should have. If it's a rock song, I would definitely go for the drums first. Set up the whole energy of the song right there from the beginning. The next step in the recording is the bass. It helps you to glue the drums with the melodic part of the song. Depending on the song, I will go straight to guitars, or I will look for arrangements with the piano, which is the best, definitely the best instrument for that. With the piano, you can clearly see in front of you all the possible combinations of sounds, harmonies, and understand better how to fit the melody with the rhythmic section. I have a very special relation with the guitar. It's an incredible instrument. The piano is pretty cold and straightforward sound, but the guitar is really warm and it's life. It's the first moment where the song starts sounding like emotional and really human. It may seem that getting the sound of the guitars is easy, but actually it takes a lot of time to find the right amount of distortion, the right amount of screaming sounds that the guitar must have. And then when the whole structure of the song is clear, the arrangement of the instruments, it's a good idea to try to bring the recording back to a more intimate level. Before moving into recording vocals, I try to bring the lyrics as close as possible to the emotional meaning of the music. I never try to write poetry or make any logical sense, but I believe that words have an incredible power to dissolve the mind back into its purest state of imagination. Recording vocals is definitely the most romantic part of the recording. I do my best in keeping a stable connection with the emotion of the song, and that seems to lead the voice itself. I never know how it will really sound once recorded. Most of the time there are technical challenges that require sort of a solving problem attitude. One of my greatest challenges is to record the songs without previous rehearsals. I just click record in the computer and sing a song that I never really sang before. And then it comes the time to arrange every single instrument as a separate ingredient to later blend them all together. Many times sounds great in the studio, but later you go home and it sounds horrible in your computer, so you have to go back and forth. It's pretty exhausting technical part of the process. So you just get tired, and at some point you just want to finish and stop listening to it for a long time. I can feel how when someone enjoys my music, our minds become one some way. That moment we remember that we belong to our imagination, that we are not trapped in a body. Then life is exciting again, mysterious and harsh with beauty.